guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Hi, my name is Rosie, and thank you so much for taking a moment out of your busy day to spend a few moments with me. I really appreciate it. So in today's video, I thought that maybe we could do some organizing. I picked up only 2 of these little containers. Let me see how large they are. I think they're about 13 by 9 maybe. Yep, by 9. And I got these from Walmart. I'll go ahead and I'll insert a picture right now of all of the details as well. I'll try to remember to place it in the video description because I really do love these. Now, I bought these 2 not with any one particular thought in mind of how I was going to use it. I just knew that the size, the layout, the color was perfect. It's something that I can definitely work with. So I picked up 2 of these, and what it is once you open it, it does have side plastic hinges that snap into place, and then it has this one little top piece that has a little separation. So you've got a longer one, 2 smaller ones, and that one, and then you have a normal tub here. So like I said, these are perfect, and I did pick up 2, but you know what? I just noticed that on the side, and unfortunately this happened with my other purchase as well from Walmart, it is broken right here. So I'm not sure if you can see that right now, but it did come broken, so I'm gonna have to let them know about that as well. Oh, what a pain in the butt. But I ended up ordering, you know what's funny is I ended up ordering 2 of these and then 2 of the larger bins, and one of the larger bins had a crack in it, and the other one was missing one of the hatches, the lids. So that was kind of pointless. But anyway, I will go ahead and see. Now, what I was thinking, right, is that because it has everything really nicely able to be organized, I was thinking about my collections where I may have, say, more than 3 or 4 from that company. I think we all do, right? But maybe a smaller one, I would say, for myself, like a Rosey Studio. I have a lot from Rosey Studio, but not as much as, say, Echo Park. You know what I mean? And what I was thinking is right now, the way that I have it, let me show you how I'm storing everything at the moment, and then I'll show you what I'm thinking. I have no idea whether or not this is going to work, but we will go ahead and we will try it. So, and within, I'll just pull one out, within the crates, I have these large baggies where I keep all my collection. So my scraps, my papers, stamps, and stickers, die cuts, all of that stuff stays within the bag, right? So, and I label them. So this one's Rosey Studios, You Make My Day, which is great, right? The problem is that, you know, one like this is not a problem. Okay, now you're talking about 10 collections. Yeah, okay. And the good thing is, I think it's good anyway, is that you'll notice that with collections, right, for the most part, all their collections can be intermingled, right? So you can take, say, one of this and take something from another one of Rosey's collections, and you can intermingle them, no problem, because the color scheme for the most part is gonna go. So you can use them interchangeably, which I love. Same thing with Hip Kit Club, right? They have all different colors, but their color schemes all tend to lend to the same. They're not, say, muted and then really, really vibrant. You know what I mean? They all tend to stay within a certain color scheme. Same thing with Rosey Studio. So what I'm thinking is that I will have one bag of just my papers and scraps, and maybe utilize this here to add all of my stickers and die cuts. Maybe the alphas I'll put with all of my alphas. What I'm trying to do is I'm really trying to see, okay, how can I, don't laugh, okay? How can I become a minimalist? I know. There is no such thing, right, as a crafter and minimalist, because being a crafter, it's in our nature to buy lots of craft supplies and product and hoard everything. And I mean, that's just part of it, right? But I'm really trying to be smart, because right now my craft material and stock and products and all of that is literally taking over my entire house. And, that's not cool. As much as I love it, we need to be smart about it, right? So I'm trying to think of ways that I can kind of repackage things to slim down what I have so I can get rid of some things. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I think we're all kind of in that headspace or at one time or another, right? So another thing that I do is I keep everything in its original packaging for the most part. I would say 90% of the time I will keep the original packaging where it makes sense. If you look at my Cricut Easy presses, they're all in their original packages. I keep the boxes and everything. So I try to keep the original packaging wherever I can. But as you know, that takes up a lot of space, right? And we need space. We need space desperately, because we all know that we can max out a creative area right quick. So here's what I'm thinking. Like I said, I'm going to try and I'm going to lay out, first of all my Rosey Studio collections. Then I'm going to go ahead and just separate, stickers, enamel dots, alphas, stamps, things like that. And I'm going to place everything into piles. And then before I go and take everything out of its packaging, once I have my piles, then I can see, all right, well, does this make sense? Will this even work if I go, do I have enough room in these containers? So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to pull out all of my Rosey Studios collections. I'm going to separate them into their respective piles, and then we'll come back and we'll kind of analyze, all right, what do we have? All right, so I'm going to put you on fast forward, because otherwise this would take forever. All right, let's go. Okay, so I went through one of my crates, and as you saw, I kept all of my papers and paper scraps and anything like that. I kept it in its original plastic sleeve for now. I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna organize this after, but right now, I kind of just want to kind of focus in on this. So right off the bat, I'm just gonna take out the 6x6 paper pads for now. We'll see what kind of space we have, what I can do with them. I might end up placing each of these 6x6s with their respective paper packs. I'm not quite sure yet because I'm still kind of thinking this through. The enamel dots, all of these, I'm going to place with all of my enamels so I know I can push these off to the side. And then any alphas, I'm going to place with the alphas. So, let's see, that I can keep out. This is an alpha. We've got mini alphas, another alpha, alpha. This here, because it does come with these types of stickers, I'm going to keep it with the stickers. And same thing with this one. Here's alphas, but it has a lot of other stickers, so I'm going to keep that together. Okay, so right off the bat, I've got my enamel dots and my alphas, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place these in their respective places. And then the same thing with the stamps. I'm going to go through and just kind of place these organized within my stamp collection, and I'll put these where they need to go. So I can get rid of these as well, and I'm just kind of looking, so it looks like anything else that's left can be somewhat organized. The only thing is one particular collection, it's called Unconditional. It did come with these veneer embellishments, so that's the type of thing that I can place within my sorter. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to move these that I know that I'm going to organize elsewhere within my studio. I'm just going to move them out of the way so I don't have them in my way. And then now what I'm left with are all these die cuts. So these are die cuts. Here we have puffy stickers. These are chipboard embellishments. Then we have our stickers and our journal cards. So let's see. Now this is only, let's see, this is one crate and one little section of my 6x6s. So I still may have others elsewhere, but for right now, I'm going to use this as my larger amount, and then I can always add in if this is going to work. So let's go ahead and just start to move some of these out of the way so I can bring in my organizer, and then we can start seeing how we can organize. Okay, so there's my journal cards. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to these just for until I'm absolutely sure that this whole organizing way is gonna work, because if not, I'll have to put everything back in its packaging. So I'm gonna hold on to everything until I'm absolutely sure. So I'll put those off to the side. Okay, let's see here. What can I place in these two? Let's see, I'm wondering if I were to cut these up maybe and place them in there. I think that might be, use one for frames. Let's just see. Let's just see how the frames might work in here. Will they work? Let me bring it in and we'll close it, and let's just see how that works. It does, but it does squish it just a little bit. So, let's see. Let me see. Will these maybe work somewhere else? Let's just see here. Those would fit good in there. Let's see, no, I think Because of the journal cards, I think I want to keep the journal cards here just because it makes more sense. And then these here, I will just keep with the chipboard. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, guys? Does that make sense? That's the big question. Okay, these here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep them in their packages, and I'm just going to lay in the bin itself. So I can do that. And then let me see. Puffy stickers. These I can place in there, I think. No, you know what? No, that's not going to work. You know why? Because I want my die cuts to go in the bottom. That's what I want. So, okay, so right now I'm thinking, geez, I wonder if this is even going to work. Chipboard. Because here's my thought process. I really want to I want to empty out all of the die cuts and place them in here. Now we're averaging anywhere from 150 to 250 pieces of die cuts within each collection. So we're talking about right now over 1,000 die cuts. So that's why I'm thinking I just want to have them here. That way I can pull out the top and I can just rummage through and see what I want. That makes a lot of sense, right? Either that or, you know what, I just end up going to two bins. That might be what I need to do. And that might work out a little bit better. So, okay, let's go on the premise then that I'm going to go and use both of my bins for this one collection, and that's fine. I don't mind doing that. I'm still saving an awful lot of space. It's stackable. And if I want to create with a Rosey Studio collection, I know that I can grab these two or one of these bins, just bring the whole bin, and I've got all the embellishments right there. I don't need to say, okay, well, this particular collection didn't have just the right thing, but another collection did. I don't have to worry about that, and I don't want to have to waste my time looking for stuff like that. So I'm going to make my life easier, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that. So now I can place my chipboard embellishments in here, and then what do I want to keep at the bottom? So at the bottom, in the bottom is going to be die cuts, and then I'm also going to have the puffies. I think we will do the puffy stickers in the other one. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut up all of my chipboard embellishments, and I'll place all of my chipboard embellishments here, and then we'll work from there and see what we have. Okay, so hey guys, I'm interrupting this video super quick to let you know about a new goal that I've recently established for my channel. Now, I'm looking at attaining an additional 300 subscribers in the next few months. What? I know, it's a lofty goal, right? But I really think that we can do it together. So how can you help? You can help by doing 3 small things. The first thing is hitting that like button on this video, then clicking on that subscribe button, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you're notified when I release new videos. And if you're already subscribed to my channel, all you need to do is hit the like button on this video. It's even easier. That's it. Pretty simple, right? Okay, simple things but mean so much. I would really appreciate your support. So, are you ready to be on this goal journey with me? All right, let's do it. Okay, back to the video. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I have taken my chipboard stickers and I have cut them up and I've placed them in the top here as well. Now I have a little section for my chipboard frames and rings and things like that, so that's going to be perfect. I was able to get rid of all of this packaging, so that is fabulous. So I'm going to push these off to the side, and now we're going to go ahead ahead and I am going to bring in one of my bottoms. Let's see the other one. And then I'm going to start to empty out my die cuts. So I have several die cuts here that I'm going to go through, and I am just going to start dumping them into the bottom here. Okay, so let's get that done. Okay, so right away, I'm thinking that I am going to definitely want to go through this and kind of separate what's flowers, what's like only words, tags, things like that. I think I want to do that, and this is going to be a perfect project just in sitting in front of the TV, watching a movie, and it's just something mindless that you can go through and sort. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dump everything into here, but just know that I'm going to go ahead when I have a couple of minutes, I'm going to go through and I'm going to sort and organize it all. That way I know that if I'm looking for a tag, I don't necessarily have to be, although this is super easy to do and I actually kind of like it, but I think it would be a lot more easier to have them kind of put into little piles. Okay, so I'll go ahead, I'll continue just to dump out, and then afterwards I will go ahead and sort and organize. All right, let's continue on. Okay, so I've emptied out all of the die cuts that I have. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've done all of that. Now what I'm thinking, and I put away what I wanted to put away just to get that part done. But what I'm thinking is, since I have a couple of extra slots here, I think I'm going to add my my gems into one of them. So let's go ahead and do that. Just gonna remove. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm just gonna divide it by color like that, because I would do that anyway in order to put it where the gems are. Everything is in color order. So let's go ahead. Oops, let's see here. Okay, so there are my gems. So now my gems have a place where they can sit. Let's see, I think everything else needs to be in its appropriate spot. Now that I have that done, let me move this out of the way real quickly here. Now what I want to do is, let me bring in my labeler. Now this is funny because I immediately went to Cricut Design Space and I made all my pretty words to label my bin and all the different sections, and I was going to do that. And then I'm on my way to the ladies' room and I happened to pass my second craft studio, and I looked over at one of the bookcases and I'm like, ooh, the labeler. You know what? Sometimes less is best, right? So I'm opting to use my label machine instead. So let me go ahead and just grab that, and then we'll go ahead and we will just start labeling. We're going to go ahead and label all of this, and then after we do that, then I'll go back to the paper and then we'll start organizing all of the paper. All right, let's go. Okay, let's go ahead and just bring back in one of my little white trays, and we will start to label these. All right, so let's see here. Let's see where it's stickers. Ooh, I see a gems here. So let's go ahead and we'll get these all done. Okay, I've gone ahead and I have done all of my stickers here, and I've labeled everything. So in this one here, I have frames, chipboard stickers, words, flowers, and then in this one I have wood, gems, tags here and journal cards. And then underneath this one, oops, let me undo it. Underneath this one, we have our die cuts that I still need to organize. And once I organize them, I'm going to take out all the flowers and put the flowers here. And then anything that's kind of word that can be used as a sentiment, I'll place here. So here are my die cuts, and I love this because now I can very easily see everything that I have. So I've got that, and then on this one, I put my 6x6 paper pads and all of my sticker books, my sticker sheets, and my puffy stickers. So that's how I have that now. The next thing that I need to do is I need to go ahead and organize all of my paper. So this would be all of my 12x12s as well as my scraps. Let me just tell you that I am absolutely loving these. I hate to say that I'm going to buy more, but I think I am. I really think that this is going to be the best solution for me. So I think what I'm going to do is I may end up with 2 per vendor, so 2 for hip kit like that, but they're so compact and you can keep everything all together that one, it's easy to use. If you want to go into another room, you want to go traveling, whatever, you know that say all your Rosey studio is right here, or all of your Vicky Booten is right here, and you can just grab this and you don't have to worry about grabbing all these different packages and going to all these different areas within your craft studio. You have it in one spot. So that's going to be great. All right, so now let me get rid of these 2, and let's go ahead now and organize my papers. So remember that at the beginning I brought in all these various plastic pouches, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine all of the papers, I'm going to combine all of the scraps, and then we'll see what we have from there. And then I'm going to place everything into one. I'm going to have one envelope for papers and one for my scraps, and that's it. And I'll put the ones that I don't use, all the extras that I'm going to get out of doing this project, I'm going to go ahead and place with all of my other ones, and now I have more to use should I need it. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get to organizing. Oh my goodness, I was able to get rid of all of these plastic envelope sleeves. Wow, this is fantastic because I just recently got to the end of my little stash. I had a nice healthy stash of these, but I was slowly starting to go through them, and now I have a fantastic replenishment. Again, I'm going to use one for all my 12x12s and then one just for scraps. So let's go ahead. I'll take 2 out and I will put away the rest. The rest go in my stash. Okay. And as far as my full pages, I'm considering a full page if it's 12x12 and say maybe 4 or 5 inches and above. So if it's more than that, I'm going to keep it in the full section because I have enough to consider it maybe a full, if you know what I mean. So that's what I'll do. And then the rest will be all scraps. So let's go ahead and just put these all in, and then we will be golden. So this all goes with my scraps. And then how fabulous is it going to be that when I want to work with Rosey Studio, because I know their color scheme and their designs for the most place, I can just pull, and if I know my project just needs scraps, I can just pull this one envelope out, and I don't have to worry about pulling out all of the 12x12s and everything else. Okay, so there is, oh, let me see, is that, no, that's fine. Okay, so here are all my scraps, and then here are all my larger and full-size panels. Okay. Come on. There we go. And you know what? I'm going to place, I was making rosettes with the scraps. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just place my rosettes in there because they're not finished projects. And when I pull this out again, I may want to use a rosette in the project that I'm doing. So I'll just need to finish it up and tailor it towards the project that I'm working on at that time. Okay, so here's my paper. Now let me bring back in my little tubs. How cute are these? All right, I am so excited about these. Okay. So let's go ahead and open up, and I'm just gonna throw in here my die cut, right? So I know, oops, of course, I picked the wrong one, Rosie. Way to show that it's nicely organized. All right. Okay, so lift it up and boom, there goes my die cut. And I went from a pink plastic crate to this all really organized and taking up hardly any room at all. I know it looks a lot more, you know, because of the layout of the camera, but I mean, trust me when I say this is actually not taking up that much room anymore. Like I said, it went through, I had one pink crate, plus I had another white large tub that I had several of the 6x6 and other like die cuts with it. They weren't like full collections. That's why I had them separated. But now, you know what? Now it's like this, and I'm really liking this idea. Well, I think this time that I spent on organizing this was very well spent, and I was in the mood to do that. You know, every once in a while you're in the mood to do certain things, and today I didn't really want to create. I knew I wanted to kind of play with some things, but I didn't want to create. I felt more like organizing today, so that's exactly what I did, and I'm so glad that now I'm going to place these in my second craft studio, and it's going to take up much less room. So I'm super thrilled about that. Now I need to pick myself up more of these, and I think I'm going to do Hip Kit, Photo Play, and Echo Park, and maybe one more. I'll do 4 more companies, and I'll do the exact same thing. And instead of the large crates that I have everywhere, I can very easily put them in this. Alright guys, well I really hope that you enjoyed today's video, and hopefully it sparks some inspiration should you be looking for any. I really appreciate your support. Alright guys, until the next time, stay safe, be kind, and keep it creative.